let's finish this up. It's the letter, right, that Mrs. Steinley was starting off with. Here's the letter. Two desperate men. Gentlemen, I received your letter today by post in regard to the ransom you asked for the return of my son. I think you're a little high in your demands, and I hereby make you a counter proposition, which I am inclined to believe you will accept. You bring Johnny home and pay me $250 in cash, and I agree to take him off your hands. You'd better come at night, for the neighbors believe he is lost, and I couldn't be responsible for what they would do to anybody if they saw him bringing him back. Very respectfully, Ebenezer Dorset. So the people in the town do not miss the kid. Are you surprised? Great pirates of Penzance, says I, of all the impotent. But I glanced at Bill and hesitated. He had the most appealing look in his eye and I ever saw on the face of a brute. Sam, says he, what's $250 after all? We've got the money. One more night of this kid will send me to a hospital. Besides, being a thorough gentleman, I think Mr. Dorset is a spendthrift for making us such a liberal offer. You ain't gonna let the chance go, are you? Tell you the truth, Bill, says I, this little lamb has somewhat got on my nerves too. We'll take him home, pay the ransom, and make our getaway. We took him home that night. We got him to go by telling him that his father had bought a silver-mounted rifle and a pair of moccasins for him, and we were going to go hunt bears the next day. So they had to lie to the kid to get him to go back. It was just 12 o'clock when we knocked at Ebenezer's front door, just at the moment when I should have been abstracting the $1,500 from the box under the tree. According to the original proposition, Bill was counting out $250 into Dorset's hand. When the kid found out we were going to leave him at home, he started up a howl like a calliope and fastened himself as tight as a leech to Bill's leg. His father peeled him away gradually like a porous plaster. How long can you hold him? Asks Bill. I'm not as strong as I used to be, said old Dorset, but I think I can promise you 10 minutes. Enough, says Bill. In 10 minutes I shall cross the central, southern, and middle western states and be legging it trippingly for the Canadian border. And as dark as it was, and as big as Bill was, and as good as a runner as I am, he was a good mile and a half out of Summit before I could catch up with him. The end.